Gonna feel supremely confident. If you're GamerLegion, it's like, let's avoid that map altogether. Let's avoid that hell.
Yeah, that's, let's not take us there, please. And here we go into Inferno. Let's see what Virtus.pro have got up their sleeve. It's the pistol kicking off with 3 players with a lot of utility. That'll be Fame, Mir, and Jame. And they're going to be settling in nice and slow. The Virtus.pro way up Banana, but about to be explosive into the face of Snacks.
Yeah, let's test the individual level of these VP players because they got outclassed on Vertigo, and we'll have to see a step up here. Snacks a little bit blind. Oh, he misses the jump, but they don't press the issue. He's fortunate.
He's very fortunate, isn't he? VP don't run around that corner. Snacks gets away to safety, and now he can actually set up his teammates inside of the B-bomb site with the utility he has in hand. So 2 players in the site itself. Keo is forced into the open by the fire, into the fight versus Fame, and Flit, and none of these players from GamerLegion getting anything done on the defense.
Yeah, that flashbang is misthrown from Snacks. It's way, way too early. He's throwing it high along the far roof so that his teammates can peek with it, but VP's still deep in the choke point, so none of them get blind. The flashbang actually does nothing except send Acorn and Kios to their deaths, at least with confidence, probably. And this is going to be a pistol round for VP. No chance at a retake. Follow-up smoke, just plumes, and that's it. Back off and save the dualies, save the armor.
So you're in the smoke plumes camp, not the blooms. This was a debate that was raging on during the player break.
I must have missed that one. You know, I think I'd alternate. I think I'd change.
A bloom and plume.
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation, which my brain brings me towards.
I'm gonna go with plume. That's the camp I find myself steadily in. And we move into round 2 of this map. It is VP winning an important pistol. It's really essential they get off to a good start here. You want to have them just wake up. You know, when VP are playing perfectly, it's actually kind of interesting to watch in a weird sadistic way of how slow it is and how calculated it can be. But the problem is when they're not having their A game, when they're like in C game, that when you play in this style that you have to limit all of the mistakes, it looks kind of silly at times.
Well, the nice thing is, like, when they hit their flow, they're so hard to read because, well, yeah, they tend to play like slower and deeper into rounds as a team. There are individual players and individual plays that can be made with pace, and they can throw a lot of different looks at you where, you know, once you get stuck in that trap of being like, okay, these rounds are ending at like 20 seconds, I'm going to save my utility, and that's when all of a sudden you have Flit turning a corner in the first 10 seconds that you're not expecting, and you have no resources to slow it down or give you any kind of advantage. So VP can really confuse things, but that's a VP we haven't seen yet today. And that's what we're looking for them to develop and build into here on Inferno to actually get involved in this series.
Yeah, well, starting on the T side on Inferno should allow them to control that pace, but that's Mir getting caught out. He's playing the boring role on the other side of the map, and he ends up getting caught out, so VP, fortunately, are avoiding any of the mess over there. They've gone into the B-bomb site, and there's nothing here from GamerLegion to really cause them issue. I
think in this situation, GamerLegion, like Isaac and Volt with the armor, might want to just kind of save that so you can have the upgrade to head armor in the next round if you want it. Otherwise, give that Mac 10 over to Acor. See if he can go get you an exit kill. Get some money, some bonus money over to the Opper.
And what a talking point he was on Vertigo. I mean, some crazy shots coming in. Felt like he was hitting absolutely everything as soon as he got the AWP out. I don't think Jame killed him with the AWP in any of the duels they had.
Well, there goes the Mac 10. There goes the idea of bonus money. There goes the idea of saving armor. It's just Acor and Volt.
He's got the Mac 10.
He's got it back.
They're running at him. Maybe he's got a chance here, doing some damage to the smokes, but nothing will come through. VP keep 4 players up, turning into round 3. And now the money is here for GamerLegion. It's not enough to get the AWP out just yet, of course. So Acor, he's still got that Mac 10. Interesting to see where that will go into the hands of Isaac.
Keep it.
He could get the AWP out, Jason, but it would have to be glass cannon. I don't think we're going to see that early.
No, I'd be surprised.
Oh,
but
he has done it.
He's a player to go for it. he is a wild man. So Acor goes for glass cannon AWP. He's got a smoke that he throws out early on.
Sprinkling utility towards top Banana. Snacks is burning behind those sandbags, so has to jump up on top of them to dodge the flames. And VP held back behind their own smoke at the moment inside of Banana. They don't want to commit too far forward, and eventually they'll leap one player a little further forward. But it's a pressure into towards the apartments in Virtus.pro at the moment. Norbert leading that.
Oh, pop flash. Palace. This ain't slow, VP. This one's faster. This is a timing, 1 minute and 20 seconds when that's executed, and the defense not prepared for it. So they've got to hustle, they've got to shuffle around the map and find a way to recover the A bomb site, because bomb's down in pit. Snacks on that flank is going to help out, and so will that kill on Jame. All of a sudden, it's 3 players, but they're in good positions, and Inferno bomb sites notoriously difficult to retake.
So let's see if VP can dig in deep on this A bomb site. Time is ticking. They're looking for 3 in a row. And GamerLegion sure have the numbers, but not a lot of utility for this retake. A smoke and a flash. They have no mollies to force these pit players out, so you've just got to send Isaac into the fight. He doesn't win it. Amir and Fame are fighting back within the site. Fame gets a double, and Norbert inside a pit. He may be 1 health, but the position is so strong, and he works with Fame in tandem for VP to close the round.
Thank God Fame gets a double kill early in that retake, because Norbert was slow playing that with 1 HP. He's like, I cannot peek into a fight. I have to wait for them to wander into my crosshair. So that's absolutely wonderful that he just holds on and Fame buys him the time to be able to slow play the round.
Yeah, Fame looking sick inside of the site. And you said it, Jason, you know, getting back into bomb sites on Inferno can be so difficult, especially when you have a smoke and a flash. Even when you're in a 5v3, it's a rough scenario.
5v3 and one of the 3 is 1 HP. Yep. It's not an easy site to retake. Neither of them are.
Here's the MAC-10 or the AK-47 swing from Flood. It's a double. Snacks and Fault both gone in 1 foul swoop. And this kind of takes any hopes and dreams out of the round for GamerLegion until perhaps Isaac's deagle reignites a small piece of hope. Flit will juggle the weapons away so they can't get their hands on that AWP. This is
that VP that it's like, you know, you sit there and you talk about slow-paced VP, and it's like, I ain't seeing that at the moment. These last 2 rounds, this was very aggressive towards the B bomb site right out of the gate to get some entries. Last round was a timing Hulls pop at, what, like 1 minute and 15 seconds, so they're going to start messing with the internal clock of GamerLegion, and they're up 4-0. Looking like a completely different attitude and energy in Virtus.pro coming into this map too after Vertigo. GamerLegion call a timeout down 0-4.
I've got enough money going into the next round to get a good purchase here, so you want to make sure everybody's on the same page and adjust some of the issues that they've been having to deal with throughout this early portion of the game.
Yeah, they'll have an op in play as well. Kiaz can drop an AWP over to Acor, and he gets an M4 traded back into his hands. So GamerLegion just talking about how exactly they want to work this map. Snacks is going to go down to the auto shotty.
Oh, this is throwing me back. Just remembering some of the Snacks plays with the shotguns. He definitely loves to wield them. We'll see what he can do with that XM. It's become quite a feature, actually, in Counter-Strike. We've been seeing it a lot.
Yeah, the bane of matchmaking.
Yep, it has ruined a lot of games, hasn't it?
If you deathmatch with an auto shotgun, I hate you.
Yep, that's true. Everywhere, just camping around the corner, just holding it down. The XM 1014 can be absolutely devastating. And Snacks has got it on that B bomb site. Here comes Floyd running up around the half wall. Doesn't see much. GamerLegion don't round the corner. Instead, they're letting Acor battle against Jame, and we talked about the head-to-head between those 2 AWPers. It was definitely Acor came out the better on Vertigo. Let's see if he's able to get it going here in Inferno.
And Acor's an AWPer who will like to, especially on Inferno, enjoys taking a decent amount of risks. Flit had the play set up, the exact one that he wanted. Pop Flash comes in, but Kiaz handles it well. And Fame is going to follow things up. However, it is that shotgun on first Oranges.
Yeah, good position for it. Can ran down Hellfire from above. And now with 1 minute and 5 seconds, Acor in position as short is going to be forced further back by the Molotov. And that's exactly what he'll do. He'll play inside of the A site instead.
Good timing on that smoke from GamerLegion's defense as well. Norbert's thrown off a mid fake. So dropping a smoke over at the B bomb site doesn't allow them to use that kind of pressure and attention towards middle.
All right, VP. They've got a nice little execute planned here. Molotov's landing in position. Actually, burn Snacks. Sound cue should be made. Snacks actually gets away with 1. I thought he was about to get taken out without anything going his way. Paul fortunate to grab 1 on the XM, and now that plant coming in. Norbert locking in the digits, no issue for him. Spammed with the smoke. Volt had a good lineup and gets the kill after the fact of the plant. So JM heads towards the back of New Box. And this is a position inside of this map where he does so much work. Some of the most devastating moments in his career that he's dished out to others come from this spot. And maybe in a 2v4, he could do it again. Yet to get a kill, but there's his first. Strikes to the chest of Kios. There could be another one here for Jame, and it's a second kill on Isaac. Pulls out the P250, and Jame is absolutely godlike towards Dark.
Well, there it is. We've had both of the bomb sites shown how difficult they can be to retake. This one, a 4-on-2, and Jame gets all 4. Shuts them down with perfect positioning. This is wonderful. And the op just sliding out. Such a tough angle to deal with against one of the best oppers in the world, a pistol whip as well. Oh, it's beautiful.
I just could see it happening. You know, once he gets into a good position, you know he has the skill behind him to get away with a play like that, and he does it. That's going to be so frustrating for GamerLegion now, Jason. That's 2 retakes that have gone against him when they had significant numbers advantage.
That's a 2-on-4, I should say, one at the B bomb site, and a 3v5, one at the A bomb site.
Timeout used for VP too, and just let them stew in that one, really realize what's just happened. Oh, it's rough here for GamerLegion because it's not like you can bounce back with a good buy immediately, right? You're going down to a sort of half-buy scenario again. You're going to see MP9s, you're going to see Mag 7s in here. It's not looking good.
It's frustrating too because it's like it's not like you're getting outplayed. GamerLegion played that round just fine. You know, you put yourself in these advantages in these 2 rounds, like you're happy with that, and then just not able to close them out. B defense was solid that round in a 4-on-2, and just Jame destroys you. Deep mid smoke for a push in towards ult. This is a tricky position. You can't really check and clear it. You won't see Volt coming around that corner initially, so got to be really cognizant if you're VP.
Snacks. Getting flashed. Ideal position to have that Mag 7 just placed behind the half wall. Norbert defends against the aggressive play forward from Volt. If you're Snacks, you don't have the range to go around the corner, you just have to wait till they come to you.
And that might be a frustrating thing for Volt because the openers for VP in this map have been so fast. So with that kind of a push, you're expecting contact earlier. Mag 7 can't get it done. But obviously VP just say, we can wait out the smoke. If there's an ult push, there's a timer on how long he can remain aggressive, and Volt's forced to make a play that he didn't want to.
Now Kios leaping off the top of first oranges. It's a good first kill in that 5-7. But he can't get away. THG Grenade chases after him in Virtus.pro. Losing some members, but still in a pretty good position here, especially with that kill towards the back of the bomb site. There's nothing Isaac can do here. That Deagle might be able to slip away with another kill, but VP should have the numbers to close on 6 in a row. And this has been the turnaround we were asking for from Virtus.pro. They've come out of a devastating loss on map 1, had that game break and come back through looking like a completely different side.
Yeah, it came back out of that map 1 hibernation, we'll call it.
Yeah.
6-0. And does GamerLegion want to call a second timeout? Full buy, they're going to just save it for later. Probably the best buy they've had. Nothing compromised, no Mac 10, no shotgun like we've seen in some of the other rounds. Now they've got 4 M4s in the AWP.
Now it's trying to get that AWP involved, right? Acor hasn't really seen a favorable position yet, or he can decide the fate of the round. 3 rifles start towards B.
And that was one of the points of Maniac on the desk as well, where like if you're GamerLegion, get some of the, be aggressive and find some of those opening picks and like alleviate some of the pressure later on. But as you're seeing, Acor can't get into any kind of a rhythm to do that. This kind of fast initial map control play from VP has worked towards Banana a number of times. Now it's worked up in Halls to net them a kill. And now all of a sudden, this is the best chance you've had for GamerLegion and you're on the back foot already. And you're giving one of the best tactical teams and best teams at moving around a map a minute and a half to play with an advantage.
All signs point towards a Virtus.pro's 7th round in a row. And if you're GamerLegion, you don't have information, so you start to make some gambles, you start to make some stacks, and they're sending 3 players over to the B side, and they're actually leaving A completely undefended.
It's actually kind of interesting they're doing this considering Kiaz has deep control of Banana.
Yeah, so you know they're not in Banana. This is wild. Okay, so you'd have to imagine that if they go into this A bomb site, which looks like the most likely play here from Virtus.pro, you would just see the save for GamerLegion. They have no option to get back to the other side of the map. It is going to be the save.
It's so funny watching Flit just hit a banger like that on Kiaz up in Banana when we saw, I mean, my mind flashes back to Vertigo watching him with the Galil kind of peek up into the A bomb site from ramp and just missing 10 bullets.
So how can you change so much?
Individuals seem sharper, team play seems cleaner, no miscues that we've seen so far. Everything's looked good. This is a complete 180 from map to map for Virtus.pro.
Well, overpass, Jason. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's going to go from bad to worse. Another map that VP is going to be very good at just working you on.
Yeah.
So much time left, they go for an early hunt. Jamie even pauses the plant to make sure his teammates can get closer to the B bomb site. They want to be ruthless. They've got plenty of cash on the Virtus.pro side, and taking away every single M4 is so painful. Each one that hits the deck for GamerLegion hurts.
You know, Isaac was saying that Overpass is a map that they call their favorite, their best, but this matchup really is not a comfortable one against a team that shares so many maps with them. Isaac doing well to defend his life, and the 2 rifles that GamerLegion are desperately trying to save into the next round, and they will be able to do so. James is trying to get over, but they're covered off behind the walls. And it is 7 in a row from Virtus.pro, and they just keep winning these early advantages, getting these player advantages. And as you said, Jason, when you have a player that's as tactically adept as Virtus.pro, having that player advantage right at the beginning of the round is exactly what they want on this.
Yeah, they didn't have to do anything really all that clever with the stack towards the B bomb site. It was just kind of like, let's keep walking A. We're not seeing anyone, we're having no contact, so just keep moving forward. But these openings so early in the rounds, GamerLegion hasn't been able to handle any of them.
You're right in saying that the last round was their best buy, and it's pretty sad because we're now heading into round 8, and we've only seen them have 1 good buy. Everything else has been compromised. This is another compromised round, obviously, with 2 safe weapons. They've just got pistols around it. Virtus.pro in complete control at the moment of Inferno.
Now they've positioned both of the saved M4s at middle. Crossfire. Boosted up onto the porch, one in the cubby. And a couple of pistols to support. And it looks like VP is going to come right at him. This is another designed Hulls pop. Snacks is here with just a pistol.
The setup looks okay with the amount of players you've got over here, but whether or not it's designed to deal with the threat of through balcony is the problem. And as you said, it is just Snacks as the first player to get something done here, needs a kill and doesn't get it. And that really does not bode well for GamerLegion's chances in holding onto this A site. Isaac would need something massive off the porch, and there's nothing he can do about it. A-Core stuck behind the truck, and he is taken out with a swift headshot. It's merciless at the moment from VP.
Well, you just feel so outmatched the moment if you're GamerLegion, because that Hulls pop is like the perfect counter to that heavy mid-stack setup. That fight sucks so much boosted up on the porch towards pit. There's so many angles. They can swing so wide on you. You have no cover. You have no options to fall back and reposition. VP's just calling a perfect game at the moment.
They really are the most confusing team. You know, you can see them on map 1 look terrible. Map 2 look perfect. And it must be so difficult to deal with that sort of juxtaposition if you're on the other side of things. If you're GamerLegion, who come in fueled with confidence after winning map 1, you come into Inferno, you kind of feel like it's a great chance we can beat them today. We can take it 2-0, we'll qualify into the main event, into the group stage, and then they come out on map 2 like this.
Yeah, it's like, I hope you enjoyed Vertigo, because
that was it.
That ain't happening twice. A complete reversal. Now it's VP tactically dominating. Now it's VP individuals who are just levels above GamerLegion here on Inferno. 1 kill on A-Core, where he had, what, like 20 in map 1?
Yeah, what a turnaround all across the board. So many little facets you can talk about that has changed with just 1 map of play. And this is only the first half, but Virtus.pro already with a beefy scoreline. Again, this is the B stream you're currently watching. A stream running with Spirit versus the Mongols. That's in map 2. Spirit up a map in the series if you want to continue the rest of that series. Going on over to the A stream. Harry and Hugo making all the noise over there. Good to see them back. And here we go into round 9. Let's see if VP can keep the flawless run. It's another good buy for GamerLegion, their second of this half. And this time, surely, A-Core is going to have a better time. He's going to have to face against Flit, who has been so sharp in the banana takes, and A-Core is gone. Not a hope against Flit, who was just devastating them in banana. There was nothing they can do to fight him. There was no fight to be had. And Norbert's pushed up long side. He's got that headshot, and that's the round. Wow, there is no game here, Jason.
And that's what I mean by like VP just tactically, especially on a map like this where rotations are everything. 2 kills at the B bomb site. Someone from the A site has to start cheating over, and Norbert's just so ready for it with an aggressive step forward. Isaac in a little bit of trouble, and Mir takes him down. Doesn't take a lick of damage. It's just Chaos. And that's 2 rounds we've seen. I think 2 of the 3 rounds we've seen Acor with the AWP is like he's dead in the first 15 seconds. It's the initial peak. Previously it was Halls towards the A bomb site. This time he's positioned at the B corner and just gets demolished.
No, sucks for him, but it's pretty fun to watch. Flit just running out with a rifle.
And Virtus.pro once again just being ruthless. Mir holding onto the plant as long as possible to allow his teammates to safely get up and and close to the B bomb site because they want to take this weapon away.
Yeah, Kios, good luck holding on to this AWP. Utility coming in, forcing him out of the nuke box, and Fame lands the headshot. But at least they're in good spirits, I guess. Like, I'm surprised there's a smile going around.
Well, you know, it's all you can do sometimes.
Yeah, approach life with a happy attitude.
Especially when you're down 0-9. And, you know, you go back and it's just like, man, we haven't really seen a close round in some time, but early on, remember, there's a 5-on-3 for GamerLegion at A. There was a 4-on-2 at the B bomb site, and Virtus.pro clutched out both those disadvantaged situations. And those are the opportunities that might have allowed GamerLegion to keep this close or carve them out some space to work with in the second half. It's just not happening.
Flit rounds that half wall yet again. He's applying pressure. Up Banana, boot to the throat, and nothing they can do to stop him at the moment. It's a good fight coming in towards second mid here. Isaac running forward with that deagle, heads off a mirror and takes the AK-47. So at least something to play with here for GamerLegion. This is the best position we've seen them in a very long time.
And the B defense better be ready. This is still a very losable round when you consider it's just 2 pistols here, because the only thing that Virtus.pro have left is this B hit, and you have to know that if you're GamerLegion. Molotov goes out, extinguished immediately, so Snacks can be safe. You have to be able to buy time. Good flashbang from CT. Fame forced back. James gonna hit a shot, but they're not getting access to this site, and James is just desperate now. GamerLegion gonna post their first round here on Inferno.
Oh, are they though? That is the question, because James on this B side of the map, he's already had a ridiculous 4K, and he's got time, Jason. He's got the better weapon, and it's James in the clutch. He's collected that first headshot, he's got out of dodge, and he has the bomb on his back. If he wins this fight in bottom Banana, he has a pathway to the A site. But it's a good position taken for Isaac, just locking off that Banana route, and he is calling to the rest of his teammates. Now he hears those steps. James would have to flick on down, and Isaac's positioning allows a GamerLegion round.
Fell apart with a little tricky aggression, but that's desperate for GamerLegion. They've got an AWP back in hand. James swapped out to the AK-47, so Snacks is able to recover that and pass it over to Acor. Timeout used by Virtus.pro, their second, as they talk things over and want to make sure they don't take their foot off the gas.
Only a few more rounds left in the half for them to pick up, a couple in fact, and they're looking to take those remaining 2 rounds. VP, this is their second timeout use of this first half. 1 left. I want to make sure they squeeze everything they can out of this. Don't allow GamerLegion even a little wiggle room.
Yeah, don't give them any space. We'll see what they come out with. VP. James has the AWP in his hands as well.
I mean, at this point as well, Jason, when you concede 9 rounds already in the first half, the comeback in the second half is already so difficult. You have to win the pistol in the second half at this point, if there's any realistic chance of a comeback. To lose anything else at this point is almost just a death sentence on map 2.
Yeah, certainly. Like that 3 is very critically important for GamerLegion.
Acor's looking down mid for this early fight. Doesn't take that fight versus James, but maybe this angle will net him a second kill on this map, and that's exactly what happens. Norbert peeks into him. Acor locks in the advantage he's been so desperately searching for throughout this entire first half. Mir trades back though. Isaac's gone through a wall bang. So it's very short-lived that GamerLegion have that advantage.
Stacking over at the B bomb site. 3 defenders here.
And Acor has come over here with his AWP. He's one of those 3.
That boost up shouldn't work. Virtus.pro's been doing the smoke that actually blocks the boost as well.
Acor's won this angle. Now he gets to hold. They're going to have to try and get him off with a flash, and that's exactly what comes through. Good piece of utility. A loud peek of the rifle from Fame around that corner, and Kios takes him out. A 4v3 as GamerLegion up a player again.
And finally, we're seeing some of the GamerLegion players actually stand up to these challenges and these duels where previously Flit was winning them out, Fame was winning them out. Now we're seeing them able to actually stand their ground and take that initial fight with a victory. It gives them options. There are 2 smokes remaining for Virtus.pro, so they can re-execute and not a whole lot of utility to slow things down. Snax does have a Molotov, but that will delay, it will not stop.
Well, delay might do the job here. 15 seconds left. Snax has the HE grenade in hand. He can blow open the smoke and have a chance to strike them as they cross. But as Kio's in a position to deny the bomb plant, he's got such a good spot, and it isn't going to happen. Is there enough time for this play? It looks like just about, and VP lock it in. A 3 versus 2, and it's Virtus.pro playing the time to the last possible second. Snax and Volt must retake this site. This time Virtus.pro have the player advantage in the post plant. And player out Banana is such a strong position as well for VP, and his Jame with the AWP. They're trying to get back in here. Snax has had a very quiet half, and it isn't going to work out for him. Jame and Mir bring them down, and despite getting the early advantage thanks to A-Core, it is not going to be the case for GamerLegion. They do not find a second round in a row.
Yeah, I think Kio's had the right play. Just got a little distracted by Jame far back with the AWP, coming through that smoke with, what, like 6 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, 5 seconds even. And he takes his first shot at Jame, which gives the attention over, and just good aggression from Jame as the smoke fades. A-Core was the stronger upper on map 1, but Jame has established some dominance here on Inferno.
Smoke at top Banana. A-Core searching again for that opening. Oh, it's a little bit of a fumble with the movement. He goes again, though. He doesn't fall back. It doesn't scare him off, but that flash, he is caught by it. And rings out the shot to confirm that he's still over there. So, not a comfortable scenario for A-Core, but he goes back for thirds. He wants a third chance at this, and none of them connect. So he's gone. Change that setup up. Drop back towards CT spawn. Banana control is now completely relinquished and given to Virtus.pro. Oh,
Nice
but
shot.
he does connect.
Yeah, blind as well. And then a defensive smoke is deployed to make sure nobody else is going to peek forward, but don't go through that. Don't go around that. Jame loves it.
He's so ready for it. Kio has thought he might have the up on him, but Jame is just watching for you to make that move and
he's coming through.
it. And he's switched out to the AK-47 and he's gone right through. Step surely being heard, but he's made the play. He's taken the space and throws the smoke down. A-Core's barrel inside of it. Jame goes with a knife. It's a double slash, but the no-scope in the chaos. It's going to be A-Core coming out with that. Wow, what am I watching at this point?
Oh, my lord. That was the most casual knife I've ever seen.
He's like, oh, hold on.
He's like, oh, okay.
I'm right here. Okay.
Plant goes down.
Could have just spammed with the AK, but...
Oh, he could have switched over. Yeah, he probably had the time.
All right, Norbert's in dark. Again, it's a position where GamerLegion have to retake with
There's
more
another
players.
There's another smoke for Mir as well. I'm surprised he hasn't chucked it out towards CT spawn. That might be coming in any moment just now.
Here comes that utility. GamerLegion tossing it in, going for this last-ditch effort at the end of the half, but Fame dishes out a double. The clothesline keeps Fulton Snax at bay, and it leaves Isaac and A-Core with everything to do, and that bomb is ticking on. Not enough time to really go for this anymore. They are done. They are out of this. It's 11-1 for Virtus.pro. What a turnaround from dominance in GamerLegion on map 1 to VP in full control on Inferno.
closing in. This room is smaller. Another desperate eye. Another face off. The clock is ticking down. Embrace the chaos. This isn't over. It's only begun. Feels like a cold war in a burning sun. They never see me coming. A weapon of mass destruction. And I won't give up until there's nothing. Hey, why would you think I'm bluffing? A weapon of mass destruction. A rocket machine better start your running. Tension getting higher. I see it in their face. It's time to do or die, yeah. To make or break. Fight fire with more fire. I watch the flames grow. You know I could break an empire in a single blow. This isn't finished. It's only begun. Nothing's unblemished. The damage done. They never see me coming. A weapon of mass destruction. And I won't give up until there's nothing. Hey, why would you think I'm bluffing? A weapon of mass destruction. A rocket machine better start your running. They never see me coming.
The Parks of Overpass are coming into view as Virtus.pro 11-1 up heading into the second half of Inferno. We said they needed a huge turnaround, and that's exactly what they've given us.
Yeah, they delivered. Whatever conversation they had between maps has worked just perfectly because this is the well-oiled machine of Virtus.pro that has come to put fear across the entire professional Counter-Strike scene. This is a dangerous one. Individuals stepping up and playing well. Flit and Fame doing great in the early rounds. Jame calling a wonderful game. And you count into that in the first half. 3 disadvantaged post-plant victories for Virtus.pro across that first half, and that'll tell you exactly why GamerLegion is just buried.
Well, needless to say, this pistol needs to go GamerLegion's way. They haven't given themselves enough room to survive a pistol round loss. And VP, quite an active CT side here, rotating forces towards the A bomb site.
They stacked for a B rush, thinking maybe with the scoreline, GamerLegion would just kind of throw in like a crazy rush pistol round. And now shift to the other side of the map, but that puts a lot of pressure on Fame. He's got no utility, he's got no armor, and he is the sole defender of the B bomb site.
Taking their time, but eventually that B bomb site will be the objective, and Fame towards CT. Hasn't detected the information that there's presence here in the timing. Just about, he peeks out, what a headshot on Snacks. Feel bad for him, actually. That was such a ridiculous shot from Fame, and now he should call for a little bit of help, but it hasn't moved yet, and the bomb is staying committed towards this B bomb site. Not a single player from VP moving elsewhere.
Yeah, this is weird. There's still 2 players over at A. They've got to be a little bit careful. Fame's going to wrap around, take a peek off of Coffins, jump on top. There's the head showing, and he's going to get back, just barely surviving and escaping. And now he can call for some help, but there are still 2 lurkers.
Trying to get that split going, but I think they're surprised here, GamerLegion. There's so many plays still on this A bomb site. Isaac Julian against Jame inside of the A bomb site itself.
I think Volt's just won this round with this play. Like, he hasn't actually engaged anyone. He's just moved into position because the lurker now appears like it's over in halls. They'll have no idea. Here's got knife out, and even with some missed shots, it's easy. It's clean for Volt. And Fame's just like, all right, I guess I do actually have to do everything, which he can't.
Great move from Volt to slip into the tavern at the library, and ends up going down in the end to Flit. Long way off of getting back into the site, but Flit has got utility and a kit, Jason.
And it's a 2-on-2 because Isaac's far away now as well.
Needs to land that shoulder, just jump by. He's going for the defuse, smoke onto the site. Flit, oh, his teammate's gone down, and so will Flit. Well held. There's always a world in which GamerLegion holds strong.
Yeah, it was always going to be a little bit desperate. You can hear the cheers of GamerLegion, and Virtus.pro's like, why are you guys yelling? Look at the score. Look at the scoreboard.
It's like, guys,
everyone just chill.
Yeah, a few more of those.
Yeah.
A lot more, in fact.
Everybody relax.
Although that Volt play, getting into library is real nice.
I mean, it seemed kind of crazy because it was a long time to just have 2 bodies dedicated to that lurk over at the A bomb site, but the fact that the contact comes from halls pulls all the attention away from the lurk going on Rap side, so Volt's just able to find so much space. And VP would have never expected a second lurk, as we saw.
Good work from Kios. He's going to take Flit out, and of course VP don't need to take any risks with the economy here. They've got so many rounds to play with. They can just go with the full USPs.
Flashbang coming in.
The buyout, so they go for the swing. And it doesn't net more than 3. In fact, it does. It picks up the 3rd kill, and that's fantastic. Good damage. Really good damage, in fact. I thought we were just going to walk away with nothing there, but he managed to get 3 kills in the midst of all that chaos.
That's the MP5 experience. You see like 20 bullets, you hear 20 bullets getting rattled off, and Snacks just gets dropped by USP. You're like, all right, yeah, I guess I will go back to the MP9.
It's like done 50 damage for the whole magazine.
I stuck with the MP5 as long as I could. It's out now. It's gone.
Nostalgia's evil, Jason. You know, it'll pull you back and make you regress. Does look pretty cool though, and sounds even cooler.
Sounds great.
11-3 now, as Virtus.pro have returned to a bye. All out for Jame. 14-5. What a game he's having. That's the glass cannon for Jame.
Yeah, and I mean, can you blame him? It was hot on the first half. So he's got confidence, and he'll take it at passive angles and just wait for people to cross into it. Might not even need the armor. Mere Fame and Flit over at the B bomb site, and GamerLegion's round is going to open up very slow and cautious. A standard default as Volt and Isaac take control of the A halls. Make sure there's no defenders pushed up close.
It's actually quite interesting to watch how VP are so active on the CT side. Like, they've changed their setup so many times. It's just very fluid in where they're putting players. And I think it's probably because they don't have a lot of utility. So, and you got the big green out straight away.
Attempted B split. They're going to have to pass by Jame, though.
Yep, that's
the first challenge. Not smoked off, not blinded, and missed an initial shot and doesn't get into cover in time. And that opens up the opportunity to wrap through CT spawn.
Yeah, once you hop up on that table, you get an off angle, but also it's hard to escape if you miss the shot. It's a tough one there for Jame, and Isaac pushes all the way through, catches Fan coming back through in that B rotate, and now that B split's no longer attempted. It's successful, it's done the job, and there's no one here. They're just making sure of that.
Yeah, it's a save call. It'll be interesting to see if Virtus.pro, if Flit decides to work up the courage and go in towards library to recover the AWP that Jame dropped, and in fact he will. He'll do it quick. He'll do it early before the rest of Gamerlegion comes back to prevent it.
I think you would have to work up the courage not to go and get the ult.
Yeah, with Jame behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could still assume there's a lurker in there with that kind of a split, or a lurker in CT spawn, but he hustles and gets it fast. So GamerLegion, how much they want to commit to a hunt early on in this half? It's not like their economy is entirely built up whatsoever. There's only round number 3 of the second half.
It's good to see some life in GamerLegion here on Inferno. I mean, it could have been a different story. Mentioned those disadvantageous retakes going Virtus.pro's way in the first half. If a few of those, if even like 2 out of the 3 that they lost went GamerLegion's way, it could have been a completely different scoreline at the half, but not to be the case. And GamerLegion are going to have to do all of their comeback here on the T side. Don't want to spoil the scoreline over there on the A stream, but
it's a good game.
It is certainly a good game between the Mongols and Team Spirit. At least a good map.
7-round lead here for Virtus.pro. With the saved weapons, they bring in another strong buy. Missing some nades, but everyone with rifles. The challenge against GamerLegion's attack.
Getting Norbert up on top of Dark. Strong position to collect nice and early on.
Yeah, there was a similar setup from GamerLegion in the first half, and it was foiled entirely by a Halls pop. This time it doesn't look like GamerLegion is leaning in that direction, but there's still time for them to shift into it.
It blows open the smoking banana. No information gathered either way. And here comes the utility through brackets. James looking to be neutralized by the utility, and he is. So he has to change his angle to watch it boiler instead. He stays committed though, because he realizes this setup could certainly assist him in getting impact out of the AWP. And Volt is worried about this crossfire, this iron hole towards top middle. Well, it's unshackled, and that's going to be Volt taking both kills on either side of long and short, and James has to pull one kill back.
And Fame has evacuated the B bomb site because so many of his teammates have gone down. He's shifting over for the follow-up hit, but it's actually heading towards the site he just vacated. So we're going to get another save from the Virtus.pro side of things. With this kind of a lead, they're going to play the economy game. No reason to risk these weapons when they're out of position in a low percentage round. They still have plenty to play with.
Gotta say though, this is a good T side so far for GamerLegion.
But this is the hard part about it. Is like, yeah, you're like, this is a sweet T side so far, so good. But then you remember they with a 1-11 scoreline in the first half, it's like you don't have any mistakes to give. Like, this can be a great T side, but you don't have any runway for mistakes.
So what you're saying is it needs to be a perfect T side.
Well, it's just one of those things where you're like, man, I wish they had 3 rounds so we could, like, they actually had a chance to make this comeback happen. It still doesn't feel believable quite yet, despite the fact that it's looking good.
And then you come back to those retakes that they lost, right? And it's like, oh, just imagine.
Just give them one of them, and then all of a sudden you've got some breathing room.
I mean, that was something we talked about yesterday as well. It's MR12, Australis against Heroic, right? They had a couple of rounds like that where, you know, they should have been able to pick up the round. It came back to bite them. And they lost the best of one, and MR12 is not forgiving of mistakes. You have to be very, very, very perfect. But it seems like it's still in good spirits here for GamerLegion. And I've really enjoyed watching Ash as a coach over the last sort of year period. You know, looking at him at the major in Paris, I really got to see, you know, he's taking a team, sure, with Shue and some of these unknown players of IMA at the time, and now they've come up and really become some great players at the top of the world.
Yeah, as a coach, I think he doesn't get a lot of attention. We don't know a whole lot about him, but when you consider, you know, the run at Paris major going all the way to the finals, and then obviously your kind of expectations sort of change, right? Like, then all of a sudden it's you know, we're going to lose some players because of this run. We're going to lose some stars, which they did, and then you've got to rebuild it from the ground up and remain competitive, and bringing snacks in, bringing players in, and filling some of those gaps, and all of a sudden you have a GamerLegion that's actually throwing some interesting things in the server again.
Yeah, seems like to be a good coach across the board. You know, protects his players, so maybe a little too much on Twitter sometimes. You know, if there's any criticisms going his players' way, he's always there to sort of protect him from that sort of media scrutiny, and always comes prepared. He's got one of the thickest strap books I've seen of a coach. Whether or not it's full or not, Jason, is a different story, but he looks like...
Yeah, it could just be empty pages. We'll never know.
Yeah, well, let's see. Maybe this is why the T-side's been so good so far. He's going to need that book. We'll go deep in the pages to see if they can pull this one back. James got the AWP out again. You mentioned the economy game. They've got so many rounds to play with.
And even though these gun rounds are diminished, they're maximizing the rounds they have to play for with the dangerous weapons, the M4s, the AWP. Makes that comeback so much harder when you never get that kind of easier round of going up against USPs or going up against P250s or 5.7s.
Flit, oh, that might have been the worst timing to peek around the corner. The nade just lands in his mouth. So he's had a whole load of that. I think he's had his filling, so he'll be sort of wounded and forced back, can't stay committed. It's
interesting though, you've played a number of rounds in this game so far, including the pistol in the second half, where Fame has been your sole B defender, and it hasn't netted you any results yet, and they're going back to it. And fair play, Flit has low HP, so he's going to park himself in pit, and that'll shift Miro. This is a lot of time where there's no support at that B bomb site. So once again, Fame, that smoke better hold them back. I think they're just going to disrespect it, coming right through. This time, Fame's got a double.
Yeah, great double there from Fame. Is there any more to be had? He's generally getting away with a kill on the B bomb side, but this flank from Volt, that's going to lock him out surely. But he goes a little bit prematurely, does have the bomb, had to win that fight, and does cut through his opponent. Fame is gone, and Volt will leap towards the plant.
Yeah, but the retake is already close. However, remember, Virtus.pro won disadvantaged post plants in the first half. GamerLegion now have to do the very same thing.
Not a lot of utility here for VP. They got a smoke and a flash to play this one. Volt is inside of the ruins, watching towards that CT retake position. Mir close by on that left side, but they're still waiting to go, waiting for the time to strike, and Norbert's come through with a kill on Isaac. And it doesn't look like GamerLegion will be pulling off this disadvantageous post plan. They're just losing too many members, and they're not getting the kills until Volt strikes into action, and then Flit sends the bullets in. Needed to get to the defuse. The time was ticking on, and Flit is going to hold it through, just getting it done.
Yep, and that's the difference. This time Virtus.pro comes in with an advantage on the retake, and they execute it properly. They execute it well. And, you know, GamerLegion could not do the same thing in the first half. 12-5. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, those, the 4 rounds that GamerLegion went on a run to start this map all looked good. The gun rounds looked solid. They were forcing VP into situations where they simply couldn't even go and challenge for rounds. But then just one thing doesn't go your way. Flit gets a double kill and all of a sudden it's over.
No margin for error whatsoever. Now GamerLegion kick into their last stand on Inferno. Virtus.pro, no, they've got Overpass up next. It may be a comfortable affair usually for GamerLegion, but no team is comfortable playing Overpass against Virtus.pro. The odds have heavily shifted into the favor of VP now. Winner of this game goes ahead into the group stage, out of the play-in. Many people would have predicted VP to do that as quickly as they have the opportunity to do so. Jane posted towards top mid. Smoke comes up, blocks his vision.
Nade could be nice. Oh, Nade's going to be really nice. Chunks down Chaos and Volt.
Yeah, hell, it definitely does. And Volt's going back into the apartments.
And now this 4-man stack with Fame being left alone in Banana is going to work perfectly. This hit is going to go nowhere.
Yep.
Absolutely nowhere.
A sick lineup of 2 from Mir from the box. And yeah, it's not looking so good right now for GamerLegion. They haven't been able to get into the site. And even if they try to, 30 seconds left. They've got to get through Flit. And even if they do that, there's another player at the back of the site. While all of that is happening, Fame is coming up mid, and he is just chomping on the bit. It's now Isaac left alone in a 1v4. This map is over. We have to go to 3. What a turnaround for Virtus.pro to force Overpass in this series, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a stunning performance. That's the Virtus.pro we wanted to see. That's the Virtus.pro we expect at the biggest tournaments of the year like IEM Katowice. They're looking hot, and Overpass is next to decide it.